how to create our digital portraits on Chrome Canvas. So what I'm going to start by doing is taking a picture of myself. Excuse me. So since I am using the webcam right now, you are going to see my face and how to take a picture down here in this nice little box. But I'm going to walk you through how to get to the camera so you know how to do it yourself. So on your Chromebook, you'll see either a window or a little button on the bottom of your Chromebook. I have a little icon that says camera. If you don't see this, you can type into the search bar for camera. It's going to open up. So obviously I'm already using my camera to take this video right now, so it's not going to allow me to pull that up. But for you, it's going to come up and it's going to have your face, okay? And it's going to have a little button either down at the bottom or on the right side that's going to look like a circle. When you are ready, you're going to press that button and you'll be able to take a photo of yourself. If your art teacher is okay with it, you can go out into the hallway and remove your mask to take a picture. Otherwise, mask selfies or mask portraits are just fine and they look really great as well. So you can make that choice that you prefer. So let's see if I can make my box a little bigger. Okay, so I'm going to show you here how to take my picture since it's not going to allow me with the camera. So I want you to notice how I'm going to frame myself or how I'm going to make my picture look. I don't want to see half of my face. I don't want to see no forehead. I also don't want to be super far away because when I take this picture, I want to be able to trace the lines that I see. And it's way easier when you can be a little bit closer. So I'm going to get closer in. I can see my shoulders and a little bit below. I can see my eyes, my eyebrows. It has good lighting, so that also means that I'm not in a very dark space in the room. I'm going to get about here. You can choose the kind of face you want to make. If you want to make a silly face, if you want to make a serious face, if you want to make a winking face, if you want to just smile, you get to choose the kind of face you'd like. And when you're ready, you're going to click on that little circle button to take your picture, okay? I will show you, let's see, I'm going to make this smaller. I will show you what a couple of mine look like so you can get an idea. Okay, so here's one that I've already taken from last year. I have most of my face. I can see pretty well. I also have one from this year wearing my elf hat. And I can see pretty clearly each of those details on my face. I'm not super far back, okay? Perfect. So we're going to now go back to Google and we're going to find Chrome Canvas. So on Google, I'm going to find the search bar and I'm going to start to type. Your art teacher can help by writing this on the board as well. CHROME space CANVAS. Okay. So Chrome Canvas is kind of similar to Google Docs. When I save something, or excuse me, when I create something, it's always going to automatically save. So I have these from last year and different projects that I've created. But when you come into Chrome Canvas for the very first time, it's going to have something that says Get Started on the screen. Okay, you're going to click on Get Started. When you click on that, it's going to bring you to a new drawing that looks something like this. This is the really important part. You are going to want to go back to the home button. Hopefully you can see my cursor here. I'm going to click on the home button because I need to create new from image. Okay, this is going to allow me to put that picture in that I've already taken. Then I've got a camera roll. Let's see. There's my picture. Chromebooks have it set up a little bit differently, but most likely you'll have a camera roll with your pictures. If you can't find it, there's also a recent folder, and you'll be able to find the picture that you took today. All right, here's my picture. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to click Open. Now I've got my picture loaded up here. We're going to talk about one more thing today on how to create our lines. So over here at the top, there's something called Layers. It already automatically opened a brand new layer for me, and this is where I'm going to create my drawing. My picture will be below, and I can go back and forth and be able to look at my picture and look at my lines. This is going to come in handy a lot the next time when we start to add color. I'm going to go over to my side now, and there's a couple different tools. We're going to be working with the pen tool, and I'm going to make sure that my color is black so I can create really nice bold lines, and I'm going to check my size. Size is, let's see, I might want it a tiny bit smaller. I'm going to show you. That's pretty good. We can maybe go just a touch smaller. I like to keep it around 12 for my line. Then I can really make sure that my line is nice and crisp and clear. And we'll talk later about this word called opacity, and that is going to help make our line dark. If we want our line to be less dark, we would move it, but we're not going to worry too much about that right now. Okay? So I'm going to be working on my Chromebook. When I draw a line, it's really important that I click and I hold with one finger, and I use my other finger to drag across my mouse pad. That way my line is nice and steady. You may not finish all of your lines in one class. You're really going to make sure you're going nice and slow. So let's say I want to trace my hat today. I'm going to go around my details. Okay. Nice and slow. And I can take a little break, and then I would continue to go around. This is going to be really helpful, and I'm making sure that I'm tracing what I see and stopping as I go. If I don't like the line that I created, I can use this little undo button. I could also use the eraser at the bottom to get rid of part of it if I don't like it. But we're going to talk about how to do our facial details and our eyes and our eyebrows. You're going to want to make sure eyes are super important and done correctly so you don't have big circles. You want to make sure you're getting the shape that you see. So if I start on my eye, I'm going to do a nice rainbow line. I also like to trace the eyelid above, down below. And then I've got my forward C and my backward C, and a little circle in the middle for my pupil. Okay, if you want to get more into detail, you can make your brush smaller. You can draw in some eyelashes, but I want to show you what that looks like. Over here on my layers, I can click on the little eyeball here, and you'll see now you can see those details of my eye that I started to trace. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and work on our details and our line work. And the next time we come to class, we are going to add some color.